warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at US Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the New Orleans Saints and the Minnesota Vikings. Two teams more than ready to get this one started, and we are underway from downtown Minneapolis.
First play, going to throw it.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 30.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. First carry now for the LSU along Ty Davis-Price. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there going to take this to about the 10-yard line. First down, Hal to throw.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further.
Off play action, it's Hal.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Albert Okwuegbunam
with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Saints will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Let's go now. Roll, roll, roll.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Saints. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having two hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
Trying to lay one up deep. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. With touchdown number 20 on the year.
And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Lutz with the extra point. And it's now 14-0.
Vikings nothing.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Ready? Warriors, ready?
On first and 10, Royal. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely frees up your guys elsewhere.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they will take over with a football just outside of the 10 at the 12-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Pollard looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Touchdown, Saints. Tony Pollard from a yard out.
And the Saints have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Lutt's good on the extra point, and it's now 21-0.
21. Vikings nothing. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Room here to run. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Vikings.
Well, since we don't have a rooting interest in this one, neither one of us want to see this one get out of hand too early. Here we are in the first quarter. That was an important response for them to score already down 21.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
They'll go play action. Howell. That's complete. It's Okurebunom.
And he'll be out right at the 35. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
On first down, Howell.
And it's intercepted.
Andrew Booth puts it on. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 33.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
And he'll get this up to about the 40.
81 21 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field in the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
Brings up third down and 2.
Looking to throw. Royal.
Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
All right, let's just go and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. A gain of 3, second down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Looking to throw on second down.
Royal. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Saints are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Albert O. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Lutz with the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Score Saints 28, Vikings 8. Will Lutz to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter. But you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm about to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
To throw on third down. Royal. Able to find his man. It's Pickens. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. To throw on second down. Royal. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted.
It's Tariq Castro-Fields who picked it. And the Saints force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
They go play action with Howell.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think it's pretty safe to say that when you're up 3 touchdowns, the last thing you want to do is hang one up there and put it in jeopardy and possibly get it intercepted. Get a nice lead, you should be able to protect it. But if you get careless with the football, look out.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. He'll get that complete to Albert. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Touchdown! A great play there. 28 yards. And the Saints continue to pull away here in this first half. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. He's got it at the 10, and he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls at work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
And once more, this play going in the wrong direction. The Saints get to him behind the line again.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Go, Reed, go! Reed! Rig alert! Go!
Back to throw. Royal. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched it.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by a Cameron Evans. And the Vikings will take over here just shy of the 30. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They had the really the worst here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Up past the 30, 2nd down coming up. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
60 Vikings!
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Looking to throw. Royal. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Wait a second, they declined the penalty?
I'm as puzzled as you are, partner. I don't understand how any time you lose possession of the ball, yet you turn down a penalty that would give you possession back? Let's make this simple. Anyone who plays the game, take the football.
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Anthony Schwartz, 36 yards. And the Saints have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And the rout is on here in this first half.
Vikings 8. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game.
Let's go now.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
The first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Hey, Pat. Right there.
Looking to throw on second down. Royal looking left side. It's complete. He's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
18, pioneer. Warriors, 17. Cowboy 80.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
19 tight. At the 40-yard line. Check. Pat the street. Hey, smash Bronco.
Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. Royal. And he fires one, but incomplete.
We're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off.
Ready, break. On the ball, now. Check match. Ready.
They're going to try and throw. Pickens is there on the crossing route. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the fourth down play to result in 23 yards.
Okay,
So
ready.
after the big play on fourth, here's first and 10.
19 seconds.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. Down at the 35. It'll be second down. The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
Hey, check that. Street.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods.
Here we go. Check the eagle. Check contact. Ready.
On first down, Royal. And my goodness, another interception. And the Saints will take over here just shy of the 30. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Powell's throw pulled in by Schwartz. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, New Orleans.
Faking the handoff, Howell. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They give him a gain of 38.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
And this is going to be intercepted. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 131 yards for the ground. He has been terrific here this afternoon. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
Cut 19 right. Riggs.
To throw on second down. Royal, he's going to take a shot for the end zone. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Got an open man. It's Pickens. And he will have a Vikings first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
70 Rangers. Check back. No check.
Looking to throw. Royal. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Nakobe Dean in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
60 average.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Drop 50. 7 Pirates. Street. Hurt.
Back to throw. Royal. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Here we go. Buffalo 18, Pioneer. Warriors 70. Hurt.
Woods, the receiver, in motion left. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And now here is another interception.
Jalen Petrie picks it off, and the Saints are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
He's going to let this one go deep. He's got a man, complete.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Powell now to throw it.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier. He wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Howell, 3rd and goal. Swinging this out for Pollard. Touchdown, Saints. Tony Pollard, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Saints look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Lutz with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
It's a loss of 8 yards. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line.
He's brought down at the 31. A gain of 6 yards. It's 4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Howell throwing on 1st down here. His throw caught right around the 6. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Here's Howell. Pollard here once again, back-to-back catches. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
And he is out of bounds here on the return. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
Because they have to sit that film and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he's got some space here.
219 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So can this New Orleans defense stand tall again? 3rd and goal. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll try and run for it, and he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3. And the Saints able to come up with a goal line stand. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, I think it's pretty evident that any blowout isn't going to be big enough for them. They're already up 7 full touchdowns, and it's still not stopping them from throwing it deep downfield, taking their shots, trying to add more points.
2nd down, here's Davis Price.
And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From near the goal line, here's Howell.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. He's got him in. Complete. So this one a victory here for New Orleans.